Finally, some justice in America. Michael Slager is the former North Charleston police officer who shot Walter Scott in the back. Walter Scott was a 50-year-old African-American. You've probably seen this video, but I wanted to give you context as to why Slager getting indicted today is such good news. This is what he'd done to Walter Scott. And then he pretended that Walter Scott had gone for a stun gun. In the video, you see him pick up the stun gun, or you see the stun gun earlier by his side, the police officer's side. Later, you see him dropping it by Walter Scott's dead body. He shot at him 8 times from behind, hit him in the back 5 times, and killed him. Well, he was arrested for murder, and now a grand jury in South Carolina has actually indicted him. And so that is very good news. Obviously, from here on out, you let the jury handle it, but the first thing you look for is, will the authorities do anything about what appears to be an unbelievable injustice right there in front of our eyes, to shoot someone in the back? And it turns out they are going to do something about it. And remember, this guy's already been fired. The police chief, Eddie Diggers, had already said he'd looked at the video and felt, quote, sickened by it. So that's the North Charleston police chief. That's good. The fact that he was already fired is good. Now let's talk about the consequences. If found guilty, Slager could face somewhere between 30 years and life in prison. So this is a murder charge, and you just saw the video yourself. It seems the charge is appropriate. From here on out, again, you let the jury decide whether he can actually be convicted of murder. Now, some people, even back then, certainly without the video, they would have defended him to the hilt. Even with the video, some defended him, saying, well, Walter Scott should have never run away from the cops. Well, it turns out he ran away because he was wanted for failure to pay child support. You know that failure to pay child support, this is an amazing fact, is a charge that is responsible for putting 1/8 of all of South Carolina's inmates behind bars. Amazing. So this obviously is a charge that a lot of people in South Carolina deal with, white, black, and otherwise. It's just that in this case, it was a white officer shooting a black guy running away on this charge. And at the time, he'd just been stopped for a traffic stop. At that point, Slager doesn't even know that he's got this outstanding warrant necessarily. Scott, by all accounts, should not have run away from the cop. That's always a bad idea, right? But it doesn't mean you get to execute him on the spot. And that is going to be the discussion, I'm sure, in the jury room as they figure out, does this qualify as murder? You saw the video. It doesn't look good for Slager.